EA has been getting a lot of flack lately. Well, they're always getting it, and with good reason, obviously, but let's not be like every YouTuber and go, "Duh, EA bad." Battlefront 2 got off to a bad start. I ripped it 7 new arseholes when it came out, and so did lots of others. But a year and a bit later, the game is in a pretty good place with some needed balance changes and extra content. I know a lot of people swore off the game when it first released because of its microtransactions and being generally shit, and that's fair enough, but I think Battlefront 2 is worth a second chance. There's loads to do in the game now. Galactic Assault has been given the most love over the year, with new planets, heroes and villains, and the majority of the maps I've found to be pretty stellar. If you have a favourite Star Wars locale, chances are it's here. Most of the maps consist of a small number of objectives to capture or blow up or get past, and because of the smaller number, the battle lines are actually formed. It's not just loads of people running around aimlessly shooting everywhere, it's organised chaos. The shooting feels good, there's a nice punch to most of the guns, some of the officers' pistols feel a bit like a queef, but it's still satisfying seeing your opponent reacting to getting shot and the little spark that chinks off their armour. The time to kill can feel a bit long when you're using weaker guns. It's annoying to get the drop on someone only for them to take 1,000 lasers and run away. Each class also feels unique. The heavy can use a shield to protect themselves from frontal fire and use rockets to take out vehicles. Assault is self-explanatory, shoot shit. Officer is a bit more of a support role, giving out healing and expanding units' health, and Scout is your typical sniper class. Then you have heroes, villains, enforcers, armoured units and starfighters, so if you have a playstyle there will be something there for you. And when it all kicks off it looks and feels spectacular. Ships launching missiles at Darth Maul, explosions left, right and centre, and Obi-Wan saying hello there as he gets beamed between the eyes by a sniper. Even though it's only 40 players a match, the battles feel big and epic. As good as the shooting feels though, lag compensation can be annoying. Lots of times I will get shot at, get behind cover and still be hit and even die. Once again, people with shittier internet connections seem to get rewarded. Starfighter Assault is also a nice mode. The ships all feel really good to fly and there are AI fighters in the battles to make the scale feel larger. And it pulls it off well. Whilst dogfights can be quite intense when working with teammates, they can get tailing ships off you and distract other ones, but one-on-one dogfights devolve into slowing right down and doing circles around each other, hoping to get a quick peek and fire off. There's 3 ships to fly, all with their strengths and weaknesses, but this is the mode that shows off the balance problem most, I reckon. So as you level up, you can equip up to 3 star cards, which give you passive abilities and normal ones, like an improved grenade. In Starfighter Assault though, you can use these to upgrade your ship's weapons and shields to the point where they are like 6 tanks superglued together, so people who have been playing longer do seem to have an unfair advantage in this mode. And whilst in Galactic Assault it isn't so bad, it still suffers from it, with other players having better weapons with mods and more powerful abilities. Yes, skill can trump these advantages at points, but I can see it frustrating newer players. There are hero ships as well, and top tip, don't be the Millennium Falcon, you might as well attach a massive bullseye to yourself. These can be very lethal ships, but if a team works together and dogpiles on them, they can be taken out pretty quick. Then we have heroes versus villains, which whilst being mindless fun, it suffers very badly from the balance problem. If you level up your hero a bit, they can become ridiculously powerful. Again, annoying for new players. And it's more or less Stunlock City with melee characters. If you're playing range and they get in close by tanking your bullets, it's game over. Not with my boy Lando though, I can stunlock Kylo Ren's edgy ass and beam him in the bollocks 7 times. Yeah, now you have something to moan about, you twat. You also have smaller player count modes if they are more your thing. They're not mine, and they are fine. Standard objectives like capture points or escort a payload, as well as arcade mode, which is a good place to practice. It's nice that progress made in one mode carries over to the others, so level up a hero in Heroes vs Villains and they're as powerful in Galactic Assault, or level up a Starfighter in Galactic Assault and it's carried over into Starfighter Assault. As far as authenticity goes, Battlefront 2 nails it. All the sound effects and visual elements are as you remember them. The voice acting is a bit hit and miss. Luke sounds nothing like him, which is weird with Mark Hamill doing loads of video game work. I'm sure he would have been happy to have done it. I mean, Billy D. Williams did Lando. Han Solo sounds a bit weird, Vader sounds okay, Palpatine sounds good, it would have been a sin if he didn't, and all the new trilogy heroes are done by the cast. I think, either that or they are superb impressions. With the microtransactions gone, there was a massive grind to unlock basically anything, and whilst that has been improved a bit, it's still a big grind, with very little to unlock really. Appearances don't cost too much, but unlocking the new heroes is a bit of a piss take. It does need more cosmetic unlocks. EA's reason is they don't want to mess with the canon. Well, they already did that with the shite campaign story that is now part of Star Wars canon, and if they didn't want to mess with it, why am I playing as Finn helping out the clones on Kamino, eh? In the end though, Battlefront 2 has improved massively and still is, to the point where I prefer it to Battlefield 5. I know, shocking. A bit like EA's stock price. Zing!